Check, 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 check.
Yan, magandang gabi po ulit sa ating lahat, Gateway. Picture na po agad tayo, no? Magandang gabi po ulit sa atin. Binabati ko po ulit tayong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pagdalo upang mapanood ang napakagandang dokumentaryong ito, no? I'm sure all the fans since then are delighted tonight. Papakilala ko po muna ang aking sarili. Ako po si Carl David Opinia. You can call me Carl. And I'm very happy to be moderating tonight's Talk Back. This documentary we've just witnessed only cemented their status as one of the most prominent Filipino bands of all time. We all know their legacy helped in bringing so many more alternative rock bands to mainstream success in the country. Nababanggit ko nga po kanina, no? Nasasabi ko, magkakaroon na po ng apo, ang kaapo-apuhan natin at siguro tutugtog pa rin ang huling El Bibo at Alapaap sa karaoke sa kanto. Habang buhay na po ang impluensya ng Eraserheads sa OPM. So without taking too much time, I would like to welcome a visionary leader in broadcasting, event management, and entertainment with a career spanning decades. A University of the Philippines graduate, he began at Xerox Corporation USA before leading Raven Broadcasting Corporation and Nation Broadcasting Corporation, managing a vast radio network. As chairman and CEO of All Youth Channels Incorporated, he shaped youth culture through MTV Philippines. He later founded WEU Event Management Services, pioneering large-scale concerts, event venues, and international sports events like the IPTL Team Tennis Tournament in Manila. His contributions include producing concerts for global superstars, bringing Broadway productions to the Philippines, and playing a pivotal role in the Eraserheads reunion concerts and world tour. Today, he continues to bring world-class entertainment to the country while championing Filipino talent globally. Everyone, the producer of the film, Mr. Francis Lumen.
Thank you.
Next, we have the distributor of the film, who began his career in the film industry in 1998 at Warner Bros., building a strong foundation in film distribution. From 2013 to 2017, he served as a local and international distribution manager at Star Cinema. Following this, he took on the role of AVP for operations at T-Rex Productions, contributing to the company's growth for over a year. In 2019, Warner Bros. Welcomed him back as sales director, recognizing his expertise in film distribution and strategic sales. A passionate film enthusiast since the age of 7, when he first watched Superman. Please welcome Mr. Rico Gonzalez. A multi-talented director, she has transitioned from directing award-winning music videos and producing sold-out arena shows to making waves in the film industry. Her short film, Therapist, was shortlisted among Southeast Asia's best short films, while Awaken earned her Best Director at the IFFM in New York and Best Narrative Feature at WorldFest Cinema in Brazil. Her international directorial debut, Dene Faba, or Your Color, premiered at Germany's prestigious Hof International Film Festival and won multiple awards, including Best Director at Calella Film Festival in Spain. Her first documentary, Eraserheads Combo on the Run, a socio-political drama on the iconic Filipino band, is set for a 2025 theatrical release, and we're very lucky to be part of this vlog screening. Ventura's next feature, Los Oscura, or Dark Light, will be filmed in Mexico and Los Angeles. Passionate about storytelling that transcends cultural boundaries, she aims to create thematically diverse films that highlight universal emotional experiences and foster unity through tolerance and acceptance. Palakpakan po natin ang direktor ng pelikula, Miss Maria Dayan Ventura. At syempre, no, mukhang ang pinakaiintay po nating lahat, last but not least, he is a renowned musician, singer, songwriter, and author best known as the lead vocalist, guitarist, and primary songwriter of the iconic rock band Eraserheads. Widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in Philippine music, his compositions achieved both massive commercial success and critical acclaim, topping charts and shaping the landscape of Filipino pop culture. Mga kaibigan, walang iba, Mr. Eli Buendia. Maraming salamat po ulit sa pag-stay upang makinig sa talkback na ito. Sige po, no, kaunting kamustahan naman po tayo. Kamusta po tayo lahat ngayon?
Good, good.
Thank you.
Excited.
Ano po? Ano po
Excited kasi tomorrow na yung showing.
Yes. At tomorrow na ang nationwide release ng Combo on the Run. Tama po ba? Sige po. I'm glad to know that everyone's doing good tonight. Gusto ko pong tanungin, no? Where did the motivation to tell their true story as the movie branded as unknown until now come from? Saan po ito nanggaling?
I've always mentioned this in the past. It was more of like a spontaneous decision. Hindi siya premeditated. So, parang I think it was in the process of preparing for the 2022 concert where the idea just sprung out of the, the head. Kasi everyone was already together, in one place. And I think at that time, so much things were happening. We were just coming out of the pandemic. Tapos political polarization, and Ellie was like a vocal sort of supporter of one of the candidates, and then parang he had this intention to lift the spirits up nga after the loss of Lenny. And so I was thinking that was again, they were getting back together after more than a decade of, a breakup. So, parang something important was happening. I didn't know exactly what the story was at that point, but I knew I needed to document it. So, yun, like Francis, I pitched the project to him to get his investment. I forced Ellie to get interviewed. Yeah, so.
Maraming salamat po. Anyone would like to add on that?
Well, just like what Diane said, nanganganak yung mga ideas eh. So you start with one project, and then all of a sudden, oh, why don't we do this? Oh nga, no? So it has its own momentum, and it's just great to work with, great artists and great producers. So it was very easy for us to align and then pursue the project to the very end, and also not compromising quality. That's why I gotta give it credit to Diane. She really put her blood, sweat, and tears making this movie a great one.
Katulad nga po nung nasabi ni Miss Diane kanina, so much things were happening. What were the biggest challenges in bringing this documentary to life sa bawat perspektibo po ng bawat isa sa atin?
I think two things. Yung first is technical kasi this was done in 3 countries. So we started in the Philippines. I followed them dun sa world tour nila. Tapos we were doing the sound mix in Berlin. So this film was made in parang close to 3 years na actually. So flying in between countries to finish this film, that was difficult. Combing through like 12 hard drives of 8 terabytes each. Combing through the archives was particularly difficult. Pero in terms of the shoot, I think getting these 4 guys together who are notorious for, being aloof and being, like distant and detached, to get them together to sit down and be vulnerable and talk about things that people don't normally want to talk about. I think yun, that was difficult. Was it difficult, Ellie?
Sir Ellie, what were the biggest challenges in bringing this documentary to life?
Tapos na interview. I don't know. I guess it was difficult to express again what we experienced. But it was also a joy to relive the past. So it's a roller coaster, like everything else in life.
What is it like seeing the life of such an iconic band once you were part of come to life on the big screen and see yourself vulnerable in it?
I'm going to be really honest. I did not want to be here.
Buti na lang po, no?
Again,
Napaglakan tayo.
I was forced at gunpoint by Dayan.
Thank you very much.
And
Salamat, Miss Dayan.
I'm just taking one for the team. The other three guys are lucky not to see themselves in the big screen. But I quite enjoyed the Dolby Atmos sound the first time I saw it with that. And then this is I think the 5th time I've seen the movie in public. Second time pa lang.
I have to add, like, I applaud his bravery and courageousness. I mean, it took a
Tama
lot of
na.
courage to be here.
Nagtutunog bias ka rin.
Sir Francis, sige, what inspired you to produce this documentary?
Actually, it's Dayan's idea. So I said, partner, let's do this. But then sabi ko, oh, sige. And I believe in Dayan's, and in fact, I've said this before. If you notice, these are 4 bands members. And, reality is, Ellie is the most popular one. And he has done most of the work, original of the song.
Meron pong objections.
Don't say
So,
that.
ako ang ina-expect. And Dayan was able to make...
Alis na ako.
About this movie, Dayan was able to make the pacing, ganda, di ba? Pacing, walang boring, walang lull. And then, she was able to feature the 4 guys equally. Hindi naman hindi na super bida si Ellie. The other guys were also there. So, yan, medyo magandang na-achieve ni Dayan yan. And I think she did that with, fairness. So, and I keep telling her, partner, you did very well.
I would like to pick up on that. Paano niyo po napagdesisyonan yung narrative structure ng documentary? Was it always clear or did it evolve along the way?
It evolved. I just realized how difficult documentary filmmaking is. I have tremendous respect for documentary filmmakers. I mentioned before this would be my last. It's so difficult because, every time, I'm interviewing super brilliant people who have like a lot of great, profound things to say. So every time they would say something, parang that would lead me to a different path, sort of. And every time you explore that new path, you have to provide context for it. So we did 38 reshoots trying to provide context for the previous, people that narrated things.
Meron po bang editorial control o influence ang Eraserhead sa final cut ng film?
For fairness sake and for objectivity and also, to uphold journalistic integrity also, I really, at the risk of everyone's hatred, we had to have final cut without them.
Okay, this question's for Sir Rico. What's next regarding distributing the film? May plano po ba tayong lahat para sa streaming or festivals or international releases?
For now, we'd like to concentrate on the local distribution. we would like to encourage everyone to spread the good word about the movie, that take advantage of the short period that it will be available in cinemas starting tomorrow until Sunday. So yun muna yung concentration natin for now. And then whatever will happen tomorrow until Sunday, we'll move on from there.
May reason po ba kung bakit very limited days po muna?
Then maybe you can share well, there are some things that we can share about that, but basically we want this also to be a sort of a weekend.
Right.
Pag nanonood ng concert, like a weekend back-to-back days. So instead of doing it in an arena or an open ground, we're doing it in cinemas, sharing a different content for the fans also.
And I hope doon po sa limited days ng pag-release ng movie na to, I hope it really brings a lot of people together dun sa weekend na yun. Katulad nga po na nasabi nyo, no, parang concert.